Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Storytime with Braden. And I was going to upload a Halloween special on Halloween, and stuff happened. And this episode's going to explain what the fuck happened. It has to do with my car. Well, the car I'm using, anyways. The Chevy Malibu I have. Remember when I said I'll talk about that another time? I think it's time to talk about it. So, let's get this started. To give you a brief history, a really brief history of this car, we bought it in 2012, the year it came out, but it was towards the end of 2012, so it was technically not new anymore, because they come out with like a year, came out with like the 2013 model around that time. So, anyways, it was still basically new. It had like 5,000 miles on it or something like that when we got it. And so, you know, we don't have a lot. I'm going to tell you all the problems this car's had leading up to what's fucked up with it right now. So, first problem I ever remember getting, we got the car and about maybe a year later, the catalytic converter went out on it, or whatever that thing is called. And it made it sound like a fucking one of those little fucking shitty Honda Civics that go down the road and it's like super loud. It sounded like one of those. People are like, you know, people pay good money to make it sound like this. I'm like, yes, I know, but my mom does not want it to sound like that, so we're gonna get it fixed. We got that fixed, and then with the issues with my mom, she could never really drive it because this was her car, and so it kind of just sat here for about 2 years. I mean, we drove it every once in a while, and then we lost the fucking keys. God, we lost the keys. So we had to get new keys back in November of 2017. So it really sat in our driveway for about 2 years, probably. I want to say about 2 years. So, yeah, it's a pretty long time for a car just to sit there. Well, I mean, not really, but it's a pretty long time when it's supposed to be your everyday car and you don't use it. So we started up. The only thing wrong with it was it needed a new battery because it was corroded. I'm like, that's not a bad deal. We did that, got a new battery, and this is where my car comes in. I had that Chevy Lumina, got totaled, and my dad's like, just drive the Malibu and I'll drive my van, and I'm like, okay. And ever since then, I've been driving that Malibu. Now, it's literally not even the end. It's literally November 3rd right now, 2018. And it's had all these problems, and it hasn't even been a year. So let's get to talking about the first problem that ever happened. So the first problem that occurred was this weird check engine light came on, right? And my dad's like, okay, we'll fix it. We'll take it on the AutoZone and get it looked at and fixed it. We did. We fixed it, and then it came back 3 months later. And we're like, that shouldn't be coming back. Replaced it again, came back a week later. Replaced it again, came back a week later, and we just left it on now. So, I know what it is. We didn't know what was wrong with it at first, but we know now as of yesterday. We actually know what's actually fucking happened to it now. Because AutoZone would never tell us, like, oh yeah, it's just the fucking valve purge cap or something. I don't know what the fuck it was called. Kept replacing it for like $10 each, and it ended up not being that. It ended up being the wire that's connected to it. The little socket got burnt out. That's why it doesn't work. So, I'm glad we finally figured that out. So moving on, about, I want to say, well, shit, I don't know how long after, about maybe a month or two after that incident happened back in June of this year, or whenever. It happened around February, January. We got it fixed. It didn't come back for a while, so, yeah. So about June, July. Oh, no, June, yeah. I was taking my girlfriend to go get to go get her job application from Chili's. I sit in the car, minding my own business, and the fucking car just dies. I'm like, okay. Well, I'll turn it back on, see if it works. Nope. Okay, I was able to get the jump start when my dad got there. And we went to AutoZone, I'm like, yeah, I need a new battery. I'm like, what? I need a new fucking battery? They're like, yeah. I'm like, we just replaced this thing back in November. And they're like, well, did you get a used battery? Like, no, we had a battery laying around, but they're like, well, it probably was used. I'm like, yeah, probably. Either we're just fucking stupid or we just have really bad luck. I don't know which. I think I'm just stupid and have bad luck. But after that, it worked. We went on our merrily way, you know? So, about July, end of July, I'm pulling out of the driveway. I hear just pop noise inside the car. Me and my girlfriend both look at each other and like, what the fuck was that noise? Did I run over a small child? What did I do? Like, I didn't know where it came from until I noticed my seat was leaning towards the middle of the fucking car. I'm like, Lily, I think I broke the seat. And it may be because I'm a fat ass, but I doubt it, because online there's other people who's had their seats just randomly break inside their Malibu. There's this dude I was reading who was only 130 pounds. The seat just popped on him, so it's not because I'm fat. I mean, it might be, but I think seats are supposed to withstand more than that, you know? They're fucking seats. So, that is still broken to this day. We're gonna get that fixed pretty soon. I mean, not very soon, but pretty soon. Because the next thing, we're getting close to the biggest fucking problem with this car. And oh my god, it's a pretty big problem. So, next problem. August, the speakers started going out. And I'm like, well, shit, why are these speakers going out? I mean, they're 7 years old, but they still shouldn't be going out, you know? Like, the back ones, the bass was going out and everything, and I'm like, okay, this isn't right, you know? So, I got them replaced for $100 for both of them. I did it myself. The dealership wanted $300 to install both of them. I'm like, fuck that, and I did it myself, and they work perfectly fine now. There's a little static in them, but that's the front ones, and I can't really do much about it, because, you know, I don't want to waste the money on getting new ones right now. I mean, they don't sound that bad. They really just are kind of a nuisance. Like, you can only hear it in certain songs, so it's not that bad. And so I fixed that. Then, after that, let's talk about the brakes, actually. These brakes go out way too much. So, I've replaced them 4 times this year. I don't know why I've replaced them 4 times, but that's how many times I've replaced them. So basically, twice for both back and front. That's crazy. I drive a little fast, but, you know, they shouldn't be going out every 2 months or 3 months, you know? Like, it's kind of weird. I mean, I just got them replaced back in August. So, I don't know why I know why they're fucking up on me now. One of the rotors is fucked up in the car. This car just has a long list of fucked up stuff on it. I could keep going and going and going about what the fuck is wrong with this car. And it'd probably be like a 15-minute video, honestly. But that's another thing wrong with it. And, well, now we get to the final part. The final fucking nail in the fucking coffin. I don't know why I'm saying fucking a lot. The nail in the fucking coffin over here. Hang on. Let me get a drink. I'm thirsty. Some good Coke Zero. Anyways. It was Thursday, November 1st, 2018. I was coming back from college. Well, actually, let's go back to the night before. So I was taking my girlfriend home to her, her classes, her UT, whatever it's fucking called, her dorm. And there was a fire truck behind me, and there was like a line of people. And the fire truck just happens to go down the street where there's cars parked on each side of the fucking road, and there's people going down the fucking road. So I couldn't go anywhere, and he was over here honking my fucking horn, his fucking horn, fucking honking. I'm like, okay, I can't fucking go, so stop. Jesus, like, I know, I want to get over so I can let you over and go, but I can't. The dude in front of me does not know how to fucking drive. He's sitting in the middle of the fucking road trying to turn. And I'm like, fuck it, I have to get on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk, and these little fucking things just pop out of the car. The little bolts from the front bumper. And it didn't do much damage, it just scraped the bottom of the bumper. But it already had bottom of the bumper. It was already scraped, so I didn't really care that much. I mean, who's gonna look at the bottom of my fucking car? No one, so... Unless you like fixing it. But I don't care that much. Anyways, it was kind of ridiculous to see that, because, I'm like, you could just go the other way, and it'd be a lot quicker. It may not, it may be a little bit more traffic, but you can't just go this way expecting someone not to know how to fucking drive, because no one here, I swear, knows how to drive at UT. But that's just how Tennesseans are, I guess. So... it ended up not really doing anything bad. It just ended up fucking up something. As I was going down the road, I heard something flapping against the tire, and I heard something fall off under my car. I'm like, oh great. It's a little like side panel, it protects the bumper. My dad said don't worry about it. It's literally the last thing you need to worry about. Well, it is now, definitely. But I want to get that fixed eventually. It's like $30. I mean, it's not that much money to fix. I can even do it myself, honestly. Next day, I start my car and notice it sounds a little weird. I start it, and it does... I don't know how to make the noise, but it's like... When you accelerate, it sounds like a really, really, really loud fucking Honda Civic. It sounded louder than, like, the ones people do to their mufflers. It sounds louder than that. And I was like, this is not what I want. This is not what the car normally sounds like. And I'm like, I'll just deal with it and tell my dad when I get home. And we can look at it. Well, on the way back from college, at an intersection, about to turn and the car just turns off. I'm like... I was really thinking, not the battery again. We just bought a new battery. Oh, no, it wasn't the battery. It was something a bit worse than the battery. So, turn it on, managed to move it over to Weigel's across the street from me. And I managed to put it in the parking lot, call my dad, and be like, hey, the car's not working. It's making weird noise. I turn it on again and notice it's making a knocking noise coming from the engine. So I'm like, that's probably not a good noise. And I was right, it was not. Basically, what happened was oil or something fucked up in the car. Here's another thing I find really crazy. We just got the oil changed a month ago, and it said there was no oil left in the car. The fucking oil reader meter thingy, whatever I had in it, was wrong because it said I had about 70% of oil left. But the shop said oil got into the engine and fucked it up. Fucked up the pistons or something. So as a result, I gotta get a new engine, which I'm not paying for it. The company's paying, or the warranty we have on the car is kind of paying for it. So I'm not really complaining. It's because they kind of realized that, hey, this car's still under warranty. It only has 78,000 miles on it. Or 72,000 miles on it. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty good for an older car. It's just kind of ridiculous, And so right now, currently, I am driving another car. You won't even guess what I'm driving. I get to the dealership yesterday, and I'm really excited. I'm like, oh, I wonder what kind of car I'm going to drive. And he's like, oh, yeah, there's your loaner car. It's a little green Toyota Corolla. I'm like, cool. I get in it. I walk over there, and it's a 1995 Toyota Corolla. I'm not complaining about it. I love the little car. I really do. It's kind of cute, actually. It's really cute. I'll put a picture of what this one looks like on screen. Mine's in green, so I'm not going to keep it. I kind of want to ask him if I can buy it, honestly. It's got almost 200,000 miles on it, and speakers suck ass in it, but I would definitely take this little unique, little interesting car. It's not fast or anything, but oh my god. So, I will be getting my Malibu back in about maybe a week. It's still in the shop. I probably won't see it till at least Thursday. I mean, I was looking at it yesterday and they are pulling out the engine, so I'm like, damn, these people work fast. We delivered it to them on Thursday and they're already taking out the engine. So, I'll do a video on the Malibu when I get it back and see if it actually, I'll do an update video and see if it actually works a lot better then. Because hopefully, me and my girlfriend and my dad are really hoping that it'll work a lot better now that we got a new engine in it. But thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Storytime with Braden, and bye.